Hey guys, I know it's been a while, and I've had a lot of stuff been going on. Um, I've been trying to get back into the swing of things, but there's a lot of stress, a lot of stuff. Y'all know about my daughters with their disabilities. I have my GoFundMe everywhere. When I stream, I'm usually talking about AHC and stuff and epilepsy, or I'm taking care of her because she's waking up. But in June, my wife and I and our kids, our 3-year-old and our 1-year-old, were wrongfully evicted from our apartment. They harassed us to the point that we had to leave. We had no other option. Um, the landlord's husband screamed on my wife's face. They called my in-laws to ask them to pay the rent before we had any help with unemployment and stuff. I'm still waiting on the SBA grant or loan for my web design business, and they keep denying me. But it got to the point where we felt unsafe. She tried becoming a member of the family. It was very, very inappropriate, and we had to leave. Our daughters, it was very weird. Our daughters got very confused. Um, our Evelyn would straight up think she was Nana, and the woman like that. It was inappropriate, and I contacted the Attorney General. Consumer Protection Department, asked them what to do. They said that, basically they can't give legal advice, they can't assist in a court case, but we could, if we chose to, file suit for harassment because the landlord did not agree and wouldn't come to an agreement with what I had stated, that I would make payments towards the rent we weren't able to pay while from April, May. Uh, Really, when after Celeste lost her job and I lost my ability to stream as much as I used to, I was streaming 80 hours a month more. Actually, I think I was almost at 7,000 minutes. I don't remember. It's a lot. Y'all know how much I was streaming back then. Um, but got to the point that they wouldn't work with us, so they sued us. And so we were sued and we were evicted during COVID with all the protections from the COVID Act and from the president's CDC recommendations and Governor Wolf's protection. We were still evicted and we were still sued. And the reason we were sued is because we left. The magistrate that dealt with the case said that because we were no longer tenants, we weren't protected by those laws. We were just citizens being sued by another citizen that we owed money to. And I told him, I agree, yes, we owe money. We owe the rent. We definitely owe the rent. But time and time again, I offered to pay, I offered to make payments, and they wouldn't take it. They wanted all the money up front right then. They wouldn't accept any assistance. They wouldn't accept the CARES Act. They said it was socialism. It was really messy. And so after we lost the civil suit, um, and I explained that I was harassed. I explained that I had the attorney general's claim, and they said it didn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was harassed. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My wife felt uncomfortable. It doesn't matter. Our daughters were treated unjustly. It doesn't matter that my wife was screamed at. None of that matters because we moved out. So I guess harassment doesn't matter according to that magistrate. Um, so I contacted Fox 56 News, Fox 56 Wolf TV out of Scranton Wilkes-Barre, and they ran a story. And in the description is going to be linked to the article to read about it, as well as the website, and I'll have the video play right after this. But what I want to say before I post a video is love each other. That's really all we have. Um, it's not about politics anymore. It's not about left wing, right wing, middle ground, Republican, Democrat. It's not about that. It's about that there are probably other families that aren't as lucky as we are to find a place as fast as we did and have a new landlord that's as understanding as he is. There are people that are probably in worse situations, and it shouldn't be like that. We're all human. We're all we're all human beings, and that's it. That's we all should have a roof over our head. We should all not have to worry. Like my wife said, we shouldn't have to, we shouldn't have to worry if we can afford the necessities or rent. It shouldn't have to be a choice. Should I pay rent or pay my necessities? That should never be a thing. So, till next time, see y'all soon. And if anybody needs to talk, if anybody needs advice, if anybody wants to vent, I'm here. Send me a message on Twitter, on Facebook, on here if you can message on YouTube, on Twitch. I'm always around. Just give me some time, I'll get back to you, and I'll see what I can do to help. Till then, see y'all later.
Live, this is Fox 56 News, First at 10.
First at 10 tonight, a story you'll only see on Fox 56. A Wayne County family says they were wrongfully evicted from their home. For months, Governor Wolf put a ban on evictions and foreclosures that expired last week. Fox 56's Dylan Fearon spoke to that Wayne County family. He joins us live tonight. Dylan, the governor is now asking the state legislature to help renters and landlords.
Right. The governor's original ban on evictions started in March. He was able to extend it one time back in July up until August 31st. By law, he can't extend it a second time. So he's asking state representatives, state senators to come together, work together, and pass a bill to help these renters and landlords. During the pandemic, you guys were evicted, correct?
Yes, that is correct. My wife and I were evicted with our children.
Robert Piazza and his wife Celeste are trying to recover from their hellish summer.
Our world got flipped upside down.
Claiming they were evicted from their Honesdale home, even though the governor ordered no evictions because of the pandemic. Get this, both are out of work. Celeste was laid off at Walmart. Robert's web design business tanking right now. Plus, they have 2 young kids, both with epilepsy, a 3rd child on the way. In June, money got tight. They say they were wrongfully evicted.
We tried telling them, we'd do payment plans, we'd get help from the CARES Act. They wanted all the cash then.
The Piazzas quickly found another house in Honesdale to avoid sleeping in their car. They could have taken the landlord to court, but with no money and the children's disabilities, it wasn't worth it.
We've had to determine whether we could afford to buy diapers or not. We've had to skimp on formula.
It's stories like theirs the governor says he's trying to avoid. By law, he can't extend his eviction ban again. So he's calling on our state reps and senators to pass a bill to help families.
So many people in our Commonwealth are facing an eviction cliff.
State Representative Eddie Day Pashinsky says it comes down to finding the cash.
We got to try to find dollars, whether it's through bonds, whether it's getting interest-free money from the feds.
I don't think anybody should be put in a position where they have to choose between rent and necessities.
The General Assembly will be meeting in Harrisburg starting next Tuesday, September 15th. They'll be in session for 3 days. Reporting live, I'm Dylan Fearon, Fox 56 News, First at 10.
We're learning more about restrictions